Hello, welcome to Cath Eachroma 1691's Heritage Week event for 2020. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 restrictions, we are unable to welcome you to the Battle of Aughrim Visitor Centre for this year's event. Despite this, our group have decided to create this short taster video, which we hope will get you thinking and talking about the Battle of Aughrim. So this video is going to start with Michael discussing a little bit about the battle itself. We hope you enjoyed the video and we would love to see you in Aughrim in the future.
At dawn on the 12th of July, the Williamite army, now encamped east of Ballinasloe and led by the Dutch general Godard de Ginkle, marched to Aughrim to face the Jacobite army, now led by Charles Chalamont, French general, commonly known as the Marquis de Saint-Roux, who had formed a defensive position at the village of Aughrim along Kilcommodon Hill. The Jacobites held a strong defensive position with a bog to their front, and to their left a causeway that only allowed 2 horses at a time to pass, and a strongly defended ford on their right. Skirmishes began in the afternoon with few casualties, and by late afternoon it was still uncertain if the battle would take place. Ginkle called a meeting of his generals to decide what action to take next, and it was decided to do an all-out attack. The passage through the bogway proved difficult, with the Jacobites having the advantage of the higher and firm ground, and the ford was strongly defended by the Jacobites. Progress along the causeway at the castle was very slow and costly. It's believed around this time that Saint-Roux was hit by a cannonball on the head and died instantly. With no instructions left to his generals, chaos followed. The causeway was breached and the Williamite army were able to attack the Jacobites from the rear. It is said this is where most of the slaughtering happened, and Joe will now take us through that slaughter which made Aughrim infamous.
In the next hour or so after Saint-Roux's death, the Jacobite High Command fell into disarray. De Tesse, Saint-Roux's second in command, was nearly half a mile from Saint-Roux at his time of death. Major General Dominic Sheldon, along with Brigadier Henry Luttrell, left the field of battle with a sizable force of Jacobite cavalry, dragoons and foot. The departure of Sheldon and Luttrell meant that the Williamite cavalry that had crossed the causeway now had no one to meet them at the Aughrim village. The Irish infantry were fair game for the marauding Williamite cavalry. Major Generals John Hamilton and William Dorrington were both wounded and captured. De Tesse was wounded, leading a counter-cavalry against Rouveney's marauding cavalry. The Irish infantry dropped their muskets and fled the field from certain depth into the bogs and darkness. By nightfall it began to rain and the rout of the Jacobite army was complete. Major General Patrick Sarsfield led a tactical retreat that undoubtedly saved many lives. The Jacobite army lost between 3,000 and 4,000 men, with the rain and dying light only preventing further slaughter. The Williamite army lost some 2,000 to 2,500 men. The Jacobite army was the victim of a cruelly bad luck. The Irish foot fought with remarkable bravery and courage, and no doubt redeemed their reputation after their dismal performance at the Boyne. Saint-Roux proved to be an astute commander and turned a disorganised rabble into a stern fighting force. Following Aughrim, what remained of the Jacobite army fled to France following the Treaty of Limerick. The defeat at Aughrim brought to an end James's challenge for the throne and left him and his supporters in exile in France. Over the ensuing years, the Protestant ascendancy tightened their political, military and economic grip over the island of Ireland through a series of oppressive laws known as the Penal Laws, which effectively subjugated the entire Catholic population of Ireland under British rule.